There is a battle that takes place in millions of young men across our country today. And most of us will never see or understand or even realize what's happening quietly beneath the surface, guys. It's happening every day. It's happening silently and over time. And it's just happening behind the smiles, the laughter, and definitely those dancing in the funny social media posts. Like teenage boys are fighting battles that they don't even know or definitely can't explain, guys. This is the thing I want us to realize. Like they're struggling with their confidence, their purpose, their identity, and secretly suffering from loneliness and fear. Why, you might ask? From comparison, failure, and dare I say, and perhaps most dangerous of all, guys, they battling with things that's believing that they fight in battles that they feel like they're alone. Parents, I need you to hear me on this. Buckle your seatbelt. I want you to take notes if you haven't already. Boys don't always communicate through words. Ask me how I know, because sometimes they communicate through those actions, those behaviors that we like and some that we don't like. Their anger is communicating something completely and totally different when you think about it. Their silence is also communicating something that we might not realize. What about that isolation in their rooms? It's communicating something that we might not even realize. Wearing hoodies every day is also. And their grades are definitely communicating. Like their motivation isn't communication, but it's communicating something bigger than we realize. That behavior is often miscommunication. And here's what I've learned from mentoring, coaching, and teaching young men all across this country. Like every boy is silently asking 4 simple questions, whether we know it or not. Am I loved? Am I capable? Do I belong? And does my life even matter outside of grades, outside of sports, and this family? Every decision that he makes will eventually attempt to answer one of those 4 questions, guys. I know parents, we don't think about this, but it's true. If he doesn't feel love, he'll search for acceptance all over the place, except within. If he doesn't feel capable, we've seen it before, we know what it comes to, he will stop trying. If he doesn't feel like he belongs, keyword belongs, he will join whatever community accepts him. That's why the widespread of gangs are so rampant. If he doesn't believe he matters in your family, in the classroom, with his peers, eventually he stops investing in that powerful, beautiful future that he has. Parents, our boys don't simply need discipline. Most importantly, guys, they need development. They don't simply meet the consequences. Guys, they need connections. They don't simply need motivation. They need identity. I repeat, identity. Because boys become whatever they repeatedly believe, they see, and they think about themselves, externally as well as internally, guys. So as we go deeper on the next one, guys, I'm going to share with you some tips, tools, and strategies that's going to really allow us to see our young men in a different light. That's going to allow us to investigate a little bit more when we're seeing these changes and these different shifts in moods and ideals and the words that they do and don't use. And want to keep that hoodie on all the time. We're going to expose these things. We're going to just dive a little bit deeper. I'm going to show you how you can teach them how to give you all the answers without us ever having to pry it out of them and hoping that we strike gold. So guys, in part 2, we're going to dive a little bit deeper. And I thank you for investing your time and attention. There's so much more where this come from. And parents, I got your back. We are your success team, and we're not going to stop till we help develop our young men become world changers and 21st century leaders in our communities. There is another hidden battle in our boys that they are fighting today. We're going to expose it. We're going to dive deeper. And it's purpose. When you think about it, boys were created to build, to create, to expand, to use all of their creativity, to lead, to serve, to sacrifice, and most important, guys, to become. Yeah, that's right, become. Because purpose isn't about luxury for young men. Purpose isn't a luxury for young men. It is the oxygen. And without it, many young men are slowly beginning to drift through life, never taking anything serious and not becoming their best version. They stop dreaming. They stop believing. They stop seeing within the things that they know they can truly become, parents. That's why mentorships matter more than we think. That's why leadership matters more than we can even consciously realize. That's why fathers matter more. We need that identity and that ideal. That's why communities matter, guys. Because greatness is rarely developed in isolation. It's a community of growth and surrounding them with the right people. Parent, don't underestimate your words, right? One sentence from you become that inner voice in that 20-year-old 20 years from now that will dramatically change his future when everybody else didn't see what you see. Tell him he's capable. Go above and beyond and let him know how intelligent he is, even when he's not showing it. Tell him he's becoming something greater than he even realized. Tell him that his life matters more to everyone, not just him. Tell him he's created for purpose, for destiny. And tell him that his failure isn't his identity. It was just only one moment in his life. And finally, I want you to speak directly to every young man that may watch this video or may not. Is that you're not behind, you're just in the process of development. Nobody starts off having it all together. It's built. And you're definitely not broken. You're becoming the person that you believe in, that you're investing in, and that is possible. You're not fighting alone. Like, we're here for you. And your story isn't over yet. Like, your greatest chapter, young man, young athlete, young academia, sir, is not even prepared yet. Like, the world simply needs more successful men. Men that's been built, has been groomed, and ready to be the leaders that we created them to be. Compassion compels men. Courage strengthens men. Faith is what ignites a man, but that purpose is what drives a man. That's what we want to see. Great husbands, great fathers, and great leaders. And great mentors. Because every coach has a coach and every mentor has a mentor. And we all need each other. We are a community together. So remember this, guys. You are not simply becoming a man. That's right. You are not simply becoming a man. You're becoming the answer to someone's prayers, like my grandmother told me before she transitioned 20 years from now. Continue becoming, working on yourself, fighting every day to be the best version of yourself, and you don't have to suffer in silence. I know those questions. Am I capable? Do I even matter? Do people even see me in the world? Do I matter outside the classroom and through athletics? But guess what, sir? You do. And so, parents, I want to leave you with this. Confidence that we want to instill in our young man is built over time. Watch this. It's not built by reading a book. Positive reinforcement and affirming is great, it's relevant, it's necessary, right, for our development, especially as men. We like to be praised. There was a book called The 5 Love Languages, and one of mine was words of affirmation. But as I did my research and my study, I also realized that young men also likes praise. They also need to hear that words of encouragement and positivity, even when they don't feel positive about themselves. And so parents, coaches, educators, and athletes, or whomever might be listening to this video, empower that young man and let him know his future matters. He is bigger than his mistakes, and his true identity hasn't even been written yet. But it's going to take work, it's going to take diligence, it's going to take effort, and most importantly, a community of people that believe in his success and that's committed to helping him become that best version, right? And as a young man growing up without my father in my life and on his journey and doing this work, and the first one in my family, Just a little backstory about me. Just the first one in my family to ever graduate high school. I was the first one in my family to ever graduate college. I was the first one in my family to ever get married and stay married, right? I was the first one in my family to have children by one woman, right? I was the first one in my family to have a successful business, to be an entrepreneur. When everybody around me said I was a fool from walking away from my job, right? So I've been the first of many things, and I know what it takes to make those quantum leaps in our lives. And a lot of it, guys, it starts between our ears. It literally, success, that major breakthrough that we all want to see in others as well as ourselves, it starts between our ears. So that's the mentality, that's the mindset, and that's the setting of our minds in the direction that we really want to go in life. And so if I could leave anything with you guys to help empower our young men to answer these questions, and do I matter? Do I have purpose? Do I have meaning? Do people see me in the world? And it starts by giving them tasks, giving them assignments, and when they don't do as well as we want them to do, encourage them, help them to see their mistakes and learn from them, and just give them more opportunity to develop, right? And when they make mistakes, because trust me, guys, they're going to make mistakes, right? We don't need to beat them up for them. We just need to correct them, right? But I would like to say, when we correct them, start off with building a sandwich, right? What I call the sandwich is start with a compliment. That's the bread. All right. The meat is going to be, obviously, that's the coaching that's involved. But before you make that sandwich, you're going to put some cheese on there, right? Maybe some mayo, some mustard, some mayo if you like that. But all those are to say, hey, you know what? You've done this really well. I see you have some opportunities here. I'm proud of you here. I see that you accomplished that. You said you wanted to do that. And I like the way that you're making some efforts. Like, layer it, right, before you come with the coaching, because the first thing in their minds they're going to hear is, here we go again. I can't do anything right. It seems like I'm a failure and I always mess up, right? Because they haven't built the confidence. They haven't built I call it the failure reps, because we all know success is attached to failure, because the faster you fail and the more you fail, the faster you'll be successful, right? But they haven't built that formula yet. They don't consciously know exactly how the world works and how things work, right? And so that's where we come in as coaches, as mentors, as leaders, to help them overcome those obstacles and be able to make those rapid changes, little by little, day by day, and year by year, of course. And so, family, don't give up. Keep encouraging, keep loving on them. Obviously, you want to keep praying for them, right? Never give up in that spiritual department, because it controls everything. And I have no doubt that our young men are going to do better. They're going to dominate inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom. That's what actually inspired me to write my first book. And so, parents, I can't wait to share more tools, tips, and strategy with you guys on the next one. So I'm excited about this opportunity this year to finish strong, to help thousands more families as well as schools and educators really go to another level in the classroom as well as outside the classroom in athletics. And one of the courses I'm also working on is called No Books, No Ball, right? Because we got to change that dynamic. But we only think in athletics and entertainment and fun, right? But educational has to be the standard. Educational has to be the major foundation and the focal point, and everything else sits on that. That's the athletics, that's the fun, that's the outings, right? And so, yes, I will see you guys on the next one. I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Guys, send this video to families or educators or principals or whoever you know that's working with youth. They just need a little help, or maybe they're just missing a few key components that will help accelerate their effectiveness inside the classroom as well as our homes, right? Or in alternative schools, because I do a lot of work with alternative schools as well. So please share the video, like the video, and comments. I want to hear from you guys. I want to build our own community and network. We can really accelerate our growth, and we can help more people. We can change a lot more lives. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you for your time and your attention and your love. I got your back, family. You guys are not alone. We are a family.